love the chase and the hunting. I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me.
Alright, malicious, delicious people. Today's build video is going to be the Velox Prime, Protea Prime's favorite secondary. It's not the best secondary, but it's not the worst secondary either. But it has a really big advantage. Actually, two of them, if you look at the build video. The build section. And yeah, I'll be able to show you that. But, as a bit of an opening thoughts, it's a very cute weapon. And it also has a really interesting reload, which is like a unique reload, which I think is kind of funny. Just toss that shit behind you like it's garbage. But like, I don't know, it's kind of funny to me. But yeah, it's like, one of the things that is actually really good about it, which I'll probably do a little bit of a spoiler for you, but I'm going to be saying it inside the build section anyway, just in case you skipped it. But you can build this weapon to its fullest capacity as a hybrid weapon with a single Forma, which is very nice if you are someone who wants to build a weapon that is really cheap. This is really cheap. Speaking of which, as a little bit of a spoiler, the melee weapon is kind of cheap too. But that's neither here nor there. What is here, however, is the build. Alright, malicious, delicious people, for today's build, we have viral and heat setup with secondary encumber. Our status chance is going to be 115.2, which is going to be really good for galvanized shot. Speaking of galvanized shot, we have galvanized shot, galvanized diffusion, creeping bullseye, frostbite, pistol pestilence, scorch, prime target cracker, and hornet strike. This weapon comes with 2 V polarities and 1 line polarity. Meaning you only need to get a hold of 1 Forma in order to get this build. We will not be using any ammo mutations because this build also has this unique trait right here attached to the weapon. A 20% ammo efficiency with an additional 20% ammo efficiency when being used by Protea. Our demonstration will be using Corvex today. But you'll be able to also get a hold of the 50% reload speed when you empty out the magazine, which will not happen often, which is very nice. Alright, so a little bit of a closing thoughts. I'll be using my little bit of a ranking, although I don't exactly remember all of it. I just know it was 4 things, but I might be a little bit scuffed. So first things first, Acolyte killing. It does not kill an Acolyte in a single magazine, unfortunately. So, yeah, it's not gonna get a point there. But its usability, it's just a bullet hose. It's as simple as possible. You do have to aim, but aiming isn't entirely the worst thing. If you get enough practice in, it can get a headshot and be like, boom, I'm dead. Sustainability. Its ammo economy is super good, especially with that unique trait. And last but not least, power. With the amount of status it has and the fact that it starts off with 27, I think, base damage, you will be basically galvanizing this thing so quickly that you'll be able to get like the maximum amount of galvanized stacks. Maximum amount of statuses on there if you were to build for Encumber. So yeah, build for Encumber, and you should be completely fine with the amount of power that it has. So yeah, it's a negative on Acolyte killing, a positive on usability, a positive on sustainability, and a positive on power. So yeah, it's a 4 out of 5. Although not the, like I said, not the best weapon, but not the worst weapon. As long as it can sustain you in a survival, as I really do build mostly for survival, then it's decent. So yeah, have wonderful, wonderful nightmares. I will see you in them. And remember, if you're watching my content, I know you're into it. Honey, honey. Good night.
A valuable lesson.